Welcome back to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel, where you get some of the hottest topics in music, entertainment, and reality TV. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out when we go live or when we upload. In today's video, I want to talk about Britney Spears. I'm sure you've heard everyone talking about the New York Times documentary on Hulu, Framing Britney Spears. And I watched it so you don't have to. It's not the greatest documentary. If you've been following Britney Spears' career, and not even as a fan, you know the story of Britney Spears. Britney Spears is pop royalty. She set all kinds of records. She's made it possible for some of your favorites today. There's no denying Britney's talent, but we also remember the spiraling that Britney went through back in 2008, which landed her in a conservatorship controlled by her father, James Spears. Well, it was just last summer that Britney Spears started to contest this conservatorship. She doesn't want her father to be the conservator over her life, her finances anymore. But this Framing Britney Spears documentary doesn't really give us anything new. Yes, there are podcasters and Britney fans that really started this Free Britney movement. And you know what? Kudos to them, because not only did they help with this whole Britney Spears situation, I think they're going to help future people that fall under a conservatorship. But as I said before, the Framing Britney Spears documentary, although it's decent, it's really just a documentary about Britney Spears' career. It's not really about the conservatorship. You get bits and pieces about it, and people saying they don't see the need for James Spears to be the conservator over it. But at the same time, we don't get any sort of factual evidence of his mistreatment of the conservatorship. A lot of people are just saying, oh, he wasn't very much involved in her life. And look, I'm not here to defend Britney Spears' father, not at all. I honestly believe that there should be a separate party. I do believe he cares about his daughter, but also with money and power, people change. Situations change. Also, when you're given the power over someone's life that is technically an adult, sometimes people let that go to their head. Sometimes people get overly protective. Sometimes people want more money. Britney Spears, after her breakdown, quote unquote, went right back to work like less than a year later. And I always questioned that. And you saw a huge difference in the way that Britney performed, the way that Britney interacted with people. Britney Spears, according to her mother, may have had postpartum depression after her giving birth, which is common amongst women. But also, I believe, along with the media scrutiny, popularity, expectations from fans, Britney crumbled under the pressure. And she's not the first artist to do that. And that's something that we, as the public, media, bloggers, fans, need to think about when we're asking people to continuously give of themselves and forgetting that they are human beings too. And that was part of the reason why I was a little leery of the Free Britney movement, because I was like, do you guys want her to be free to live her own life? Or do you want her to be free so you can get new music? And I'm not making an accusation. I truly wanted to know, is that the true reason behind it? Obviously, Britney has confirmed what the fans have been thinking and wanting for her, is that she doesn't want her father to be the conservator over her finances or her life. As you may recall, this week alone, Britney's boyfriend released his own statement on social media. And look, I'm sure he loves Britney, and he's been quiet most of this entire relationship. However, calling her father a total on social media or to TMZ, look, it's his feelings. A lot of people probably feel that way about Jamie Spears. But at the same time, I would have just remained silent. I don't trust anyone that's around Britney right now, to be honest with you. And I'm sure a lot of fans don't either. But look, we don't know them. But the other thing that we don't know, and the other thing that we don't get in this Framing Britney Spears documentary, we don't know the true state of Britney Spears' mental health. Obviously, the courts and legal experts and medical experts believe that she still is unable to take care of her life and her financial part of her life. And that to me is the heartbreaking part, because honestly, I used to work with people with developmental disabilities, and the key goal for everyone working with these individuals was to give them more independence. And I think that's what Britney wants. Britney probably understands that there are certain things that she is unable to do now, but she still wants more independence. And I get that. And she should be given that. And I think that's what the court is trying to do. The court actually had a decision in regards to Britney's dad. You may recall it was just a few months ago that the court assigned a co-conservator. I'm sure the father didn't enjoy that, but it's needed. Just like in government where we have a checks and balances, a situation like this, especially if the person, Britney Spears, is saying that she doesn't want her father involved, there should be a checks and balances. There should be someone overseeing and interfering. Although I've heard Jamie Spears may have been the conservator before, but there are still people that he has to check in with to make certain moves. According to People, on Thursday, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge, Brenda Penny, ruled that the Bessemer Trust Company, a wealth management and investment advisory firm based out of California, will continue to be co-conservators along with Jamie. Objections raised by Jamie's lawyer, Vivian Thoreen, who was in the documentary, on how the co-conservatorship would be delegated were rejected. So he lost this objection in court this week. Jamie's objections over language in a proposed order of co-conservatorship filed by Britney's lawyer, Samuel D. Ingram III, were also denied. According to Variety, Ingram argued in court that the original proposal of co-conservatorship was to give Bessemer and Jamie an equal division of responsibility in the hopes that they would sit down and figure out together the best way to handle this complex estate for the benefit of my client. And that's something we should also consider. This is probably one of the first times that we've seen a conservatorship of this nature with someone that can possibly work, someone that has millions and millions of dollars, and someone that is so young. So Britney is going to set up a precedent for who knows the future of other people that might be in her position. It's no secret that my client does not want her father as co-conservator, but we recognize the removal is a separate issue. And this is where I want to keep an open mind. And like I said before, I'm not here to defend Jamie Spears. As I said before, I do believe there should be some sort of checks and balances in regards to how Britney Spears' life and financial life is handled. But at the same time, I understand why the court and the judges have not immediately removed Jamie, because we don't know what the true state of Britney Spears' mental health is. And we can't just take the conservatorship from Jamie and throw it to a bank. And that's what Britney and her team, her lawyers, are saying she wants. At the same time, if Britney's not able to make decisions for her life and her financial life, it's going to be hard for the court to take what she's saying with a lot of weight. They're going to take it into consideration, but to take it with a lot of weight. They have access to these, psychological evaluations and things like that. And that's why I'm sort of like on the fence about how I feel with this particular issue. So they did have a legal win this week. Britney's team had a legal win this week against, mind you, keep in mind, Britney's paying for everybody. She's paying for the father's side of the legal situation, and she's paying for her own side. The levels of conflict that are going on here. According to Page Six, though, after celebrities and fans rallied around the singer following the FX New York Times doc framing Britney Spears, a source close to the star exclusively tells Page Six, Britney finally feels like there's a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. At the end of the day, y'all, the most innocent party here is Britney Spears. And that, in watching the documentary, that's the one thing I got from the documentary. You forget just the sweet, true nature of Britney Spears. And all of you guys mad at Diane Sawyer and Justin Timberlake, y'all should have been mad a long time ago. Y'all need to move on. That happened so long ago. Let it go. Anyways, this is what the source close to Britney says. There are parts of the film that were too hard and emotional for her to watch. The scenes that describe the most difficult times of her life, the relentless media circus, and the harsh focus on her as a young mother. But she feels for the very first time in many years that people are on her side and things will get better for her. She hopes that because of this, she will finally be freed from the vice-like grip of her father, Jamie Spears. She is also very grateful and humbled by the public outcry all of the support from her fans and celebrities like Sarah Jessica Parker, who have spoken out on her behalf. I'm happy that this Free Britney movement was able to at least bring attention to this when it comes to the public, and that has put a spotlight on what the court and everyone is doing. Framing Britney Spears, the documentary, I don't think it's worth the watch because you don't really learn anything new that you haven't read in the papers. If anything, if you want a better perspective, if you want to know more about Britney Spears and the start of her career, spoken from people that have been around her, I can understand that. But honestly, I didn't get anything new from the documentary. What I did get is that we did a major disservice. And when I say we, fans, media, bloggers, paparazzi, they had paparazzi filmed in here. When Britney Spears cut her hair, when Britney Spears attacked a paparazzi's car with an umbrella, that wasn't signs of a mental health issue. That was signs of someone saying, leave me alone. I'm tired of this world of celebrity that everyone is obsessed with. And look, I get it. I talk about celebrities here on the channel and on my podcast. But there is a level of respect, a level of distance, a level of treating people with some humanity and respect that we all need to give people. So all of you begging Rihanna for a new album, trolling her online, Rihanna, everyone's different. Everyone's going to react different. Rihanna is just Rihanna. So she knows how to clap back. But someone like Britney Spears, everyone's different. The scrutiny that we give these celebrities really can break them. And we should think about that when we leave comments on their page, when we talk about them on platforms like this. They're people too. And it sounds cliche, but no, people, they are human beings. They feel and love the way that you do. And do some of them play with the media? Yes, they do. But at the end of the day, they're still human. Let's continue the conversations as always in the comments. Let me know, did you watch the Framing Britney Spears doc? What were some of the new things that you got from it? What were your thoughts on it? And what are your thoughts on the latest news for this new Britney Spears win in court this week? As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out when we go live or when we upload.